My name's Dale Jackson, and as a dad, my story starts back in high school. No, I didn't have any children in high school, but I had the pleasure and the opportunity to spend nearly every single day of my high school career inside the special ed department. My best friend's mom was a parapro there, and that's where I began to see firsthand the difficulties that parents and loved ones have with individuals with special needs, especially severe special needs. And throughout that 4 years, in my senior year, that's when God really placed upon my heart that maybe He was preparing me because I might have a special needs child down the road. And sure enough, about 16 years ago, my son Colin was born. And Colin has severe autism. He's got some mental restrictions as well. And he wears a diaper, and he's 16 years old. And what I saw with my own eyes and what I experienced as special needs parents, as our children get older and older and they still wear diapers, when you go beyond that 3, 4, and 5 year old and it turns into that 8, 9, 10, 14, 18 year old, a lot of things happen, a lot of things change, and we have to plan for every single moment of our day. Where do you change a 16-year-old's diaper? And more importantly, as an Auburn fan, I need you to understand this. As a dad, we always envision what does it mean to be a dad? Maybe as a mom, you think about what does that mean to be a mom? As a dad, being a dad meant throwing the football with my son outside Jordan-Hare Stadium, tailgating for the big game. Except when my firstborn son was born, society told me, not directly, but they told me, you don't get to even hope for that anymore. And as the world's largest Auburn fan, I spent the first 8 years of my son's life convincing myself that I wasn't even an Auburn fan anymore because I knew I would never be able to experience going to a game with my 16-year-old, my 22-year-old, my 30-year-old wearing a diaper. And so God blessed me with the opportunity with my business at Jackson Services that we were able to start providing some of these services that enabled me to go to sporting events, go to outdoor events. And what you're about to hear is a better explanation of what we're going to do, what we already have done at Auburn. But I wanted you to hear directly from me, and I wanted you to be able to see that this is what gives me the opportunity to, in my opinion, be a dad again. And I get to take my son to a ball game, but what about all those other fans that don't get a chance to go to the basketball game and the baseball games? And here, this is what I want you to hear, because what I'm most passionate about, it's going to be great when we can provide these services at Auburn. But the reason why we're going to provide them at Auburn is because we're also going to use that model to provide those on Main Street in Auburn and Opelika. And most importantly, we're also going to partner with local churches. We're going to give families like me the opportunity to know what churches in the area can provide these services for them and what that's going to look like. And that's what I'm so passionate about, is giving fellow special needs families the opportunity to once again venture out into society and visit a church. And so I would ask you to have an open mind and be able to envision the services that we're going to provide at Auburn and learn much more about it in the very near future.